Hello guys, this is episode 2 of Audiophiles for Audiophiles. Thanks for tuning in again, or for the first time if you haven't listened before. Basically, this podcast is to help people find new music that they want to listen to or don't want to listen to, but we're going to tell you what to listen to anyway. Just kidding, you can listen to whatever you want, but in all seriousness, we're just trying to bring some new music to you.
Yeah, just like give you a really broad overview of what, kind of music is out there and what we think is pretty good.
And then
it's worth listening to.
Another thing we want to do, since we don't want to force just our opinions on you, because everybody has their own opinions. We're gonna set up a Gmail soon.
We are.
We're gonna have people. They can email in suggestions if they want. So we'll have a new segment, Fan Files, and people can email in song suggestions and tell us what they've been listening to, and then we can have an outside perspective.
There you go.
Help me pronounce things, guys.
Yeah.
No, we're not editing, guys.
No,
right.
This is raw.
Off the cuff.
In a basement.
By the way, I'm Adam.
And I'm Sean.
And I'm Michael.
Nice to meet you.
We went out of order, guys. That was weird.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
It's not like we got anything set yet.
It's
Anyway, yeah. So the topic we're gonna just explore today.
Drum roll,
please. Is concert experiences. What concert experiences are like? Our personal concert experiences.
Concerts. Gotta love them.
The bands that we've felt like we could pay good money to go and see live. Anyway, so we should probably start with the most recent one. We all went together to go see Black Sabbath.
Amazing.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Dream come true.
It was it was a dream come true, definitely.
Touring off their new album 13, which was the first one together with Ozzy.
Since Never Say Die, 1978 or 1979?
It's 9.
Is it 9?
Yeah,
Okay.
because Blizzard came out in 80.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, I never expected to get a chance to see Black Sabbath live in my lifetime, and then I heard they're coming back for a reunion tour. I was expecting enormous ticket prices, and then they come to the DTE, like $30 or whatever.
Why the hell not?
Hell yeah, I'm going to go see them.
Yep.
So.
And a little bit of background, just for anyone who isn't up to speed. I'm sure everyone is, but just a little bit of clarity here. Black Sabbath with Geezer, Tony, and Ozzy. It's 3/4 of the original lineup. I mean, they're amazing, incredible drummer. Bill Ward did not participate because of, was it health reasons or scheduling?
No, it was more of licensing reasons.
Licensing reasons.
Yeah, it has to do with music contracts in the record industry. Which
whatever. But we saw 3/4 of the original lineup of Black Sabbath live at DTE Energy Music Theater. It was amazing concert.
The drummer is from Detroit, though.
Yes, Tommy. I don't know how to say his last name.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
but
Tommy. He's incredible. He kind of looks like Mike Portnoy a little bit.
I
guess.
He's got that shaggy look.
Yeah. He is their touring drummer. Their drummer who recorded on their album 13 was Brad Wilk from Audioslave / Rage Against the Machine, who is he's a great drummer.
Yes,
but I mean, it's not Brad Wilk, but people are writing off the new Sabbath album because it's not all 4 original members. But hey, it's new Sabbath. I'm taking it.
Yeah, you can't deny it.
It's the closest we're ever gonna see to.
Yeah.
And I mean, he had an amazing drum solo in the middle of the.
But about the concert itself, like, what was your guys' personal?
Absolutely phenomenal.
Personal
After the
opinions.
very disappointing opening act, which was
Andrew
somebody
WK?
named
Was
Andrew
that his
WK,
name?
who was basically
Skrillex.
I don't know what that was.
The metal version of Skrillex with less charisma.
Yeah,
Wait,
Skrillex
had
he
charisma?
comes up there, with his MacBook sitting there, presses play, and it's not dubstep, but like
just
thrash
like
metal.
normal,
Classic
just
metal.
like
Which I mean,
what did he start out Slayer, right?
Yeah,
he
starts off with Raining Blood. Which I mean, people are
It's
into
a great
it.
song,
like,
yeah.
we're enjoying the song and stuff, but like, really, you're not gonna like give us.
It wasn't
an
truly
act.
an opening
It
band.
became embarrassing.
Yeah.
After
Gee whiz, guys!
After
I
he
have
started
Black Sabbath shirts.
air drumming and then
Yeah,
talking about how
I
great
know.
how great it was, and he started throwing his beach balls out there and
Yeah.
Yeah,
some
Black Sabbath beach balls,
shirts
guys.
and,
Throwing
and
6 of them
nobody
out
was
there.
having it. Nobody
Oh,
was
yeah.
okay with that.
It's okay, but
I don't know how long that went on, but it was
after
too
that,
long.
which got
Sabbath
me,
came on.
Sabbath
so
came
your
on.
opinion on the Sabbath concert? Andrew WK is irrelevant.
And
so, what do you think?
Just blew me away.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Just a siren.
Yeah.
You just hear a siren and then just opens right up with
the
Yeah.
War Pigs.
War Pigs.
Pigs,
man.
incredible.
Classic opener from the Paranoid album. I mean,
Yeah.
the siren just kicked it off, and
yeah,
it was just
I totally agree. I think it was a great concert.
it was fantastic.
Only thing is, if anyone was lacking, I gotta call Ozzy a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't.
kinda...
Hey, I'm not hating on him. He's just so old.
He's so old.
He's done so many drugs, and
Yeah,
he's just up there. I mean,
he was giving it his all.
Yeah,
though.
he gave it his all. He's singing through the songs.
I mean, he didn't sound incredible, but he's still like it's Ozzy Osbourne, and we're seeing him on the stage right now.
I know that fact alone is.
Scientists are trying to figure out why he's not dead yet. That is he's got to have some sort of credit there. Like
it's true.
It's insane that he can still get up there and walk, let alone sing. And like he belted out the songs, he gave it his all. And
gave it his all. Yeah.
Like,
I credit
it's hard
him
to
for
beat
that for sure.
because, I mean, whether or not he sang to perfection. He's still the guy who wrote many of those
Black
songs,
Sabbath.
and it's
Black Sabbath. Yep.
And everyone else spot on.
We talked about like Tony and Geezer, like just rocking out, man. Just, everyone sounded incredible for what they're pushing.
So good.
They're mid 60s now, when they just they blew me away. And their young drummer from Michigan was incredible.
Yeah.
Like the concert itself was amazing. Everyone sounded great. With Ozzy was kind of lacking, but it was still Ozzy. But so about but the set list though. Oh, you had something to say? Or?
No, I was just gonna say not lacking enough to make it like
That's
detrimental.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't too intricate with like production on stage and everything. It was just strictly those guys just jamming out.
But they had fantastic stage presence.
Oh yeah, of course.
They own the stage.
They do.
A lot of bands don't do that at concerts.
Yeah, it's very I like that a lot.
The funny thing for me was, I don't know what it is about what my parents think I listen to all the time, but like
my dad loves Black
all of a
Sabbath.
sudden I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to a concert tonight. Where are you going? Oh, I'm going to see Black Sabbath. Or like what? Are you going to see? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, my mom was like, isn't he like brain dead or like, can he like not speak right? And I was like, no, he can't speak right at all. But it's Black Sabbath.
I don't think
I grew up with that.
They were that surprised because they know I like that kind of stuff. But like,
it was
I was talking to one of my dad's friends and. They're like, what? Really? You go to that kind of concert? Like, where are your tattoos? Like, where you had to wear like a wig or something like that?
Nope.
Like,
I forgot what I had on.
No, I'm just wearing like my regular shirt and plaid shorts. Like,
I
had my Wayne State hoodie
I was looking the entire time for Pink Floyd shirts.
No.
And I only found two.
I saw one.
It's so funny for me at concerts like that because like, I'm just like this white kid, like wearing my plaid shorts and V-neck shirt or something, and like I stand out at like Mayhem Fest or something like that.
It's okay though because
I think it's hilarious. Yeah. No, that's hilarious to me because it's like the irony of that.
Well, yeah, but the
makes me
beautiful thing
just
about
laugh.
metal concerts is like everyone's so accepting about no matter.
Yeah, that's true. No one gets mad at you
because it's such a powerful genre of music because it's so it's not really. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not really accepted in mainstream culture. Like turn on whatever Entertainment Tonight or whatever news, you're gonna hear about pop and like Katy Perry and all that BS. Like metal is really it's really underground. It's kind of like being in like a secret club.
Yeah. Well, the interesting thing is like metal.
It's never been truly accepted by the media. So
metal became more accepted in the '80s with all that pop metal and glam metal. And
that's
stuff.
exactly.
But then
it's not.
They died, but metal never died. Like metal just went back underground.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's unbelievable. Like.
So everyone at Black Sabbath was just so accepting. Yeah, that's what we're trying to get at.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter like what kind of like color your skin or like any of that stuff. Like everyone, the guys next to us were just going at it. I mean,
they were.
They
were going strong.
Yeah, it was great. But the whole concert was incredible. They set list wise just skimmed through that. They opened with War Pigs. That was beautiful. They played some things off Volume 4. Like there's Snowblind was in there. What else did they play? They played a lot off Paranoid.
Especially. Fairies Wear Boots.
Fairies Wear Boots was in there with
a favorite of Sean's.
I love that.
Favorite of all of ours though.
Yeah, it's a great song. It really is.
A little bit of the underrated Black Sabbath. You'll hear it like "We Sold Our Souls for Rock and Roll" is like their like best of album, I guess, greatest hits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's on there, but it never gets as much praise as stuff like Paranoid, War Pigs.
They closed with Paranoid,
Black Sabbath.
Yeah. They played lots of stuff from their debut album, Black Sabbath, by Black Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
They played Black Sabbath, the song. We had
that was a moment.
Yeah, NIB was a great moment. It has lots of great bass work in there, but set list wise, it was great. Played like the lead singles.
I mean,
13.
we could just go on about this concert. I mean,
maybe
we should cut it short, but like
Black Sabbath, man, that was the last concert
it was
we all
so
went
worth
to.
it.
It was incredible. Dream come true.
The funny thing about this concert was This was August 6, 2013. And then I go back and look at a ticket stub I have from the summer before. The three of us went and saw Yes, the prog rock classic band who came back and toured at DTE, the same exact venue. And the date, I looked at it, August 6, 2012, the same exact day, 1 year later. And
we had no idea.
Yeah, that was a great discovery by our friend Mike Brickto.
That was
incredible.
Oh yeah.
So I think right now we're gonna probably play you the song "Fairies from Boots."
Fairies from Boots.
Fairies from Boots.
Those fruit berries.
They live in boots.
Fairies wear boots.
Fairies and fairy tales. It's confusing.
Fairies wear boots.
They wear boots.
Paranoid.
From Paranoid. It's the closing song.
It's the closing song. Yes.
We're gonna play that one.
It's very underrated. So
here you go.
Take a look at that.
Okay. Awesome.
Who wants
that
to,
went on way longer than I thought it was going to.
I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, what can you say? It was only 10 minutes.
It wasn't too bad.
Okay.
Who wants to segue out and talk about? We can talk about Yes a little bit.
Yeah.
And Heat of the Sunrise, mate. I don't know, Heart of the Sun.
But I thought you were talking about concerts.
Our first concert. You want to do first concert experience?
That's great.
But we want to throw in the Yes thing, right? So.
Just a little bit about. Are we gonna play a song from Yes?
I thought we were gonna play.
I thought we were gonna play that. What were?
Whatever song.
I forgot what we decided on already.
Doesn't matter.
Into the Heart of the Sunrise.
Are we gonna play the whole song though? That's 8
No,
minutes.
One of a Lonely Heart.
Of it.
Okay. Just kidding. It's a terrible representation of the band.
I still like that song though.
I like that song. I mean, I
so
like 90215, but it's such a horrible representation.
90210.
Yeah, shut up. That's not a good representation.
No, it's not the best representation.
They totally sold themselves out. But
we could do just the intro to
Roundabout.
Yours Is No Disgrace.
That too.
It's got a fantastic bass.
Yep. So you're gonna talk about Yes and then.
And then we can do first concert
experiences and just concert experiences going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to segue out?
Adam's a good segue outer person.
Okay.
Okay. So there we go. That was Fairies Wear Boots from Black Sabbath off of Paranoid. Again, just an absolutely fantastic song from a fantastic concert. And like we were talking about just a little bit before we played the song, going and seeing Yes was another phenomenal concert. We went and saw it. They opened Procol Harum opened for them.
Another great band.
Another great band.
A little less known, but
less known 70s, 60s, 70s band.
60s prog rock.
Yes,
they're actually
I enjoyed it.
Baroque rock. It's a very small subgenre.
It's an interesting sound. I like it.
It's very different, very piano and keyboard driven. Like
my fave.
Prog rock kind of tends to be, but even more so. And they're best known for Whiter Shade of Pale.
Yes,
true. That's
which everybody was just waiting for the entire time they were playing.
It got played. That song was played in Walgreens like every day, so I got I heard the studio version of that song
under no bass speakers.
No bass speakers, but we're not talking about Walgreens. That's done. But I heard that song.
Forget about that.
Anyway, so then after Procol Harum, Yes came on, and they just again another absolutely fantastic band.
Great set.
Just a great set. They were so. I mean, one of the things about Yes is just how instrumentally driven they are. And how complex and intricate all of their songs are.
Truly.
That kind of prog music gets me.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to beat like a really...
That's my favorite genre.
Just a really strong prog rock band. I mean...
Just multiple movements, multiple meter changes, and just keyboard and extended solos and everything.
The stuff is definitely borderline genius when you look at it.
That's what I love about it.
Oh, yeah. And I mean...
Couldn't get enough.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no song that embodies it more than...
Heart of the Sunrise.
Heart of the Sunrise.
We were talking about that.
Yeah, we were talking about that. It's an 8-ish minute song.
Yeah.
They played it right around the middle of the concert. It's just an unbelievable song. The way we were talking about as prog rock.
I just love the build up in that song.
Yeah.
Lots of great build up, and there's a lot of great keyboard work. Lots of great keyboard work.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's just something you just gotta listen to it.
And Yes are so ahead of their time too.
Yeah.
Like no one heard anything like this back in 1971, 72. Like it's insane.
It definitely just knocked people.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I think Heart of the Sunrise is off of Fragile. I think 1971.
I believe so. Yeah, definitely one of the earlier stuff.
We might.
My dad owned that one.
Are we gonna edit in the clip of this?
Yeah,
Heart of the Sunrise.
We'll show you.
Maybe
guys
not the whole 8 minutes.
Not the whole 8 minutes.
We
all have places to be at some point, but
if you listen to this podcast,
we'll throw in a little bit of a
Heart of the Sunrise.
Heart of the Sunrise.
Okay. All right, and what else concert experiences?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so What
First
about you,
concert?
Adam? First concert experience?
Concert experience. Oh god, my first concert experience might be the most embarrassing concert experience.
Oh, I want to
go.
hear it.
Um,
Gotta love
just
first concert
because of
experiences
who I
are
went
always
and
great.
saw. It was the full lineup
Drum roll.
was Saving Abel was the first opening band.
Okay.
Okay.
They were all right.
Yeah.
Then Seether, who
All right.
were actually pretty good.
They did,
Aren't
that's,
they
that's
from,
right.
like, Africa
I had
or
never heard.
something?
No,
I
don't
think so.
They are they?
They're from like South Africa or something.
I
They
think
could be.
you're right. They
Okay.
are.
Yeah.
At least the singer
I had
is.
never heard.
Cool.
I had never heard Seether before this concert.
Yeah,
They're not
yeah,
bad.
they
And
they're okay.
They were all right.
But tell our
And
viewers
then,
who the opening band.
Here's the
stuff.
kicker.
Well, okay.
Here's the
To be
kicker.
honest,
Main
this
band.
was back 2009. I was in 8th grade. Everything about middle school is embarrassing. Yeah, the headlining band was indeed Nickelback.
Yeah.
You heard me rant a little bit about them on the last podcast if you listened to it. Yeah, my uncle took me.
Because
and
I was
my
going to ask
dad-
you who'd you go there with.
it was down at the Joe Louis.
Nice.
But I mean, who didn't listen to Nickelback in middle school?
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
me.
And especially like 2000.
Okay, Sean did.
2008.
Sean's
I listened to
too
Dream
good for
Theater.
that.
2008, 2009.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
That
listening
whole
to Dream
time,
I
Theater.
mean, yeah.
Well-
I had that phase too, though.
Yeah,
I
I
listened
had
to
I
that.
had a lot of awkward phases.
But yeah, I mean the concert itself was actually like, as far as like a first concert goes, like just overwhelming because I'd never been in that kind of venue before with that many
That kind of
people listening to
atmosphere.
music. Yeah,
Right.
that
Same
atmosphere.
here.
It's impossible to replicate unless you actually, participate in that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like every concert is different. Every concert experience is different. It depends on who you go and see.
Yeah.
I mean, what was your first?
Yeah,
For
Mike.
me, I really
Tell us,
didn't
Mike.
see my first real concert until just a little over a year ago, like September 2012. I went and saw the Foo Fighters. I still love that band.
He's wearing
I've
their
loved them
shirt?
since I'm repping the shirt I got from the concert right now.
Nice.
And
you do wear that shirt a lot.
It was
I like it.
yeah, it was Joe Louis Arena. Saw with two of my friends. We were way up high in the bowl, way up at the top. I mean, I didn't really care. We could hear it. I love Dave Grohl. Love the Foo Fighters. Always have. And I mean, it was an amazing concert. They played for 3 straight hours. They came on and Dave Grohl's like, "You guys want us to play for 3 hours?" And it just everyone was screaming the whole time. Like
He's the man.
I couldn't I'd never been to a concert before, so I didn't know to expect how long they're gonna play. Like I didn't know. And then he plays for 3 hours. I'm like, this is awesome. Like I hope every band plays like this. And then I go to like other bands and they play for like 45 minutes. I'm like, oh, I wish they
What
could
a
play for
letdown.
longer.
The only other band that I've seen that's done that is Santana. When I went and saw Santana, they had no opening
Yes.
band. They just walked out, and then
That's the way
Carlos
to do it.
Santana basically soloed for 3 hours straight.
Just with the backing
that was
band,
the
he's-
concert.
That's
yeah.
the way to do
There were
it.
like a couple breaks, like a couple water breaks,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much the
You
entire
know, I gotta
concert.
admit, that's the kind of concert I want to go and see. Is the one where there's a lot of great guitar solos and a lot of great like musical, instrumental
Oh, yeah.
genius
Great,
going
yeah.
on. Because I know a lot of people, they go to a concert and they don't want to see that kind of like that guitar solo. They don't like the guitar solo because
Yeah.
it's just like someone showing off and they're like, oh,
Or
I
drum
and they-
solo.
I just want to hear this one song
and,
that
like,
they
they
like.
want to sing along. That's the thing.
Right,
like, yeah.
that too. I mean, and
I don't mind those kind of solo breaks.
Yeah, I
Even
love
though
that
you
kind
do
of
see
stuff.
a lot of the people
like,
go to the restrooms.
You know, I've
and stuff.
heard that people complain about that, and they're like, "Oh, this drum solo is too long." I just want to hear them play the hit songs that I know, and like that's good too. But I like hearing them
Very
for
true.
their instrumental genius. That's my favorite part about concerts.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Sean, I'm sure has an excellent first concert experience. To share
Yes,
with us.
well, my first concert experience, the first large actual concert that I went to was Journey at the DTE Energy Music Theater on the Revelation tour, the Revelation album, their first album with their new singer Arnel Pineda, which they found, Neil Sean found
from the YouTube.
from YouTube the year prior. So in 2007 they found Arnel Pineda, amazing vocalist. I mean, the guy's incredible. People give him a lot of hate, but I don't give a shit because I love him. He's a great guy. So yeah, Journey with Cheap Trick and Heart, but Heart didn't play because Ann Wilson had some kind of cold or she was sick and she didn't want to. They didn't come out and play, so Journey played an extra song or whatever. But it was all good. Cheap Trick was great. I love Cheap Trick. Cheap Trick. Rick Nielsen, man, it's a great band.
Rick Nielsen, have you seen his guitar collection?
Oh yeah, we talked about this before.
Oh my god! If if you want just something to blow you away, look up Rick Nielsen's guitar collection.
Yeah,
and just go through
excellent.
Google Images. He's got
The guy's
he's
is a
got
guitar
multiple
master.
5-neck guitars. He has a guitar that is actually modeled after himself. It's a double neck guitar that are the 2 legs.
What?
Yeah, he's got a guitar
my
that's
gosh.
shaped
That's
like
awesome.
I love it.
shaped like a saxophone that'll play like he'll put up the mouthpiece by the saxophone and play.
What the?
It's
What
unbelievable. His guitar collection actually has its own gallery that tours around to like museums and stuff.
Wow.
That's so
That's
great.
like, if I were just ridiculously rich, that would be me.
Oh yeah.
Just guitars
but-
everywhere.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh no,
you.
no,
It's
that's
just-
great. That's a
it's-
great side comment though. But Journey was great. They played extra songs, all the classic Journey songs. I mean, if you don't know, like the Journey songs by heart, you're pretty much well dead to me. The classic,
The
classic,
female Zeppelin.
yeah, female Zeppelin. But it's a great. It was great. It was a great atmosphere. I was there with some friends and our families, and it was beautiful. It was Journey is just a great band. Cheap Trick was great. Great atmosphere. First time I really got some weed going. Like I didn't do it, but I mean it was in the
It's
atmosphere.
always there.
Yeah, it was a great experience because
Yeah.
like these guys. I've never been in that atmosphere before, and it was quite overwhelming. It was great. Journey
Yeah.
was
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Great first band to see. Great rockers with their new singer at the time. Revelation was a great album too. So
What's your favorite concert, Sean? 'Cause
My
I know
fa-
you've been to quite a few.
I have
more than
been-
more than
I've-
probably Mike and I.
I've been to so many
Oh,
great
yeah.
concerts.
I haven't
but
even
like,
been to that
when
many.
you say great concert though, like there's so many things that go into a concert. Like
which concert?
like
you-
production wise,
Which concert you walked away from
musicianship.
and you're like, I've never seen anything like that.
God, man,
What, Kiss?
Kiss was
Kiss.
incredible. Kiss as a band, I'm telling you, everyone needs to go see Kiss at some point. I mean, they didn't have any dates.
Are they touring still?
I think they might be in Japan or something. I don't know, but regardless, they brought up Kiss. I saw Kiss at DTE. I've seen too many bands at DTE, but I saw Kiss at DTE. They were co-headlining with Motley Crue. Motley Crue is another great band to see, just for production, stage, like everything. Motley Crue is just great, but Kiss definitely is a band you have to go see because of everything that happens, everything that goes into the show. Whether you like their songs or not, I mean, you got to admit Kiss puts on an amazing show, like for the money that you're paying. Like there's no other band like
they're just true performers.
they're
Yeah.
performers.
Yeah.
There's no other band like Kiss out there, but the show itself, it was amazing. They were actually touring for a new album, believe it or not. Kiss had a new album called Monster that came out in 2012, and they played one song from Monster, and no one knew it. And as soon as they said they were gonna play a new song, like from that album, Monster, everyone literally stood up and walked out to get like beer refills and like use the restroom and everything. It was hilarious.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
I mean, we just stood on the hill and
Yeah.
listened to it, but
That's funny.
yeah, the Kiss show was incredible. Like I walked away from that, like what Adam said, like that just blew me away. And I've seen a lot of local bands. I've seen a band called Steel Panther at a
That's
small
funny.
concert lounge bar or whatever in Flint, which the things that they did there were very, very, very disturbing. There's lots of weird stuff going on, but it was a great atmosphere. Steel Panther's
Yeah.
a great band. You got to see. I've seen.
Just to let you guys
What
know,
about
we're,
Nightwish?
Oh my God, Nightwish.
don't get us started.
Oh yeah, another thing I was gonna say.
We're pushing
too.
like 30 minutes right
Are
now.
we?
Are
What
we?
Yeah.
Oh,
well, with the addition of our
Oh,
when we
okay.
edit in things.
Okay, but just a quick thing on Nightwish. We saw Nightwish in
Yeah, a band from where? Finland?
they're from Finland, a little small country in Europe, but we saw
Look it
Nightwish.
up, guys.
Yeah. Better
Read
look
a
at it.
map.
Yeah, but September 23rd of last year, we saw Nightwish, and a band opened for them called Camelot, which they're from.
Camelot's good.
Which is they're kind of similar. It's like symphonic metal. It's like it's very theatrical. It's very opera.
Symphonic metal, that's their genre, right?
Yes,
They're
it's
technically-
very cinematic. It's very like operatic.
Well, when they
It's
do a
just-
cover of Phantom of the Opera. it's
That's
gotta
true.
be-
That's true. But
yeah.
it's very. What's the word to describe it? I don't know.
Epic.
Yeah, it's very epic. It's
Just
very
to use
fantasy.
that
Lots of
overused
fantasy tones. Lots of fantasy tones. Camelot is from Florida, and Nightwish is from Finland. Both incredible bands.
Yeah.
Nightwish was just amazing. That's one of my favorite bands. Top 5 favorite bands.
Yep.
And the whole day. I mean, the whole day was just amazing.
Oh,
Just
Yeah, Sean
everything.
and I both saw them. Unfortunately,
Adam was
I
not
was-
with us. He was in
I
school.
in
was
school.
way out in Providence, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
But Nightwish was amazing. Also,
So
the
good.
last thing I was going to tell you guys about Camelot, the band who opened for Nightwish from Florida, they have their album from last year, 2012, was called Silverthorn. One of my favorite albums of 2012. It's a concept album. It's incredible. It's very dark. It came out in October. It was completely suited October 100% because it was so like dark and it's just lots of Halloween or whatever.
Nice.
Like lots of very deep, so like scary kind of like
I have
overtones.
yet to sit through and listen to that.
Oh, it's an amazing experience.
I've been wanting to, but I feel like it's just something I need to sit down and listen to the album to really
But the
appreciate
tour
it.
for Silverthorn is the North American tour is this fall in October.
Oh, really?
And the dates for their shows were just released the other day, and there's no Royal Oak Music Theater date.
So sad.
I wanted to cry. Honestly, I was so sad. Like I wanted to see them
that venue
see them headlining
awesome.
that for that album.
Yeah.
I was really upset. I posted a comment on Facebook, like under the thing, like where
Yeah.
the hell is the where's the Michigan date? Hopefully
Yeah.
someone will get back to me. I'm just kidding, I doubt it.
I don't know.
But
But yeah, what do you like any songs from that in particular? If you wanna
from Silverthorn?
Yeah, if you wanna share
Oh,
an excerpt or something.
oh, sure. Well, Silverthorn. It begins with this insane orchestral breakdown, which kind of like sets the tone for the entire album and leads right into their first single, "Sacrimony," which is a very good single. We're gonna play that song, just like a small clip of it, but
Yeah.
basically it's an album that revolves like 1818, like kind of like the what's that thing that happened, the killings in London or whatever was it, Jack the Ripper. It kind of like that's the setting of the album. Like
awesome.
there's lots of like love and betrayal things going on. It's kind of like
Very Victorian.
yeah, very Victorian. It's excellent, like orchestra and definitely. But Sacrimony is definitely a song that you have to hear just for everything. Lots of great performances.
That's
in
great.
It.
That's
They opened with it too, so
yeah. I mean, we've all just had unbelievable
yeah.
concert.
I could sit here all
experiences.
day and
Yeah,
tell about the concerts that I've been to.
Let's just briefly go over some of the music we've been listening to again recently.
Oh
Yeah.
You know,
Hit it
'cause,
up,
Yeah,
dude.
start us off, Adam.
Yeah.
Adam?
Well,
What's been on your mind?
right now? What I've been going into a lot is actually some Iron and Wine.
Nice.
Indie folk
I've been,
stuff.
Yeah, some
Woo!
indie folk stuff, but like just Iron and Wine's on my.
I do love Iron and Wine.
My
Iron
iTunes
and
and
Wine.
everything, so I've been listening to that a lot. Around the Well is a really good album. A lot of people, a lot of like diehard Iron and Wine fans, there's some conflict over that because that's like one of the first when he starts adding like some like other instruments that aren't necessarily like acoustic. He adds like some like not like electronic genre, but like actual like electronic effects to some stuff, which I think makes it sound very interesting and very unique. But like a lot of people did not really appreciate it all that much. Yeah,
I like that.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, that's very good.
But
It's very interesting.
yeah, I mean,
I just love all the interesting little sounds he adds in. Like, just I don't know. I haven't really looked into what he uses, what kind of instruments, but I just feel like the way he curates the sound, it's not like he just is traditionally sitting there with just a guitar, but it's like all these different.
well,
weird-
yeah, I mean,
I don't know how to describe it.
The one I've been, it's phenomenal because he adds so many different elements. Like he's got banjos, he's got mandolins, he's got all sorts of these
But
instruments.
it's like it's not like that traditional kind of sound. Like it doesn't even sound like
he experiments with each individual instrument and
Yeah.
adds it to the song.
it's not like a
and
regular folk sound because there's a banjo in it. It's like the banjo
You
sounds like
gotta love
something
it.
different.
You gotta love it.
Right.
It's weird.
And it's phenomenal. But like one of the songs that I've been listening to, I actually just learned how to play it on the acoustic. Pulled that out. Was "Communion Cups in Someone's Coat." It's just like a short 2-minute song from the album Around the Well, but it opens up the second part of the album, and it's just beautiful. It's the lyrics
Sounds
are
great.
very unique. It's just an absolutely wonderful song.
Awesome. One band I really like that I found, I think early June of this year. They're called the Front Bottoms. They're from New Jersey. They're two guys.
Gotta love that New Jersey.
One's
New
on,
Jersey bands.
they're one's
Bon
on
Jovi.
a acoustic guitar.
Bon
They
Jovi.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
These guys are talking about Bon
sorry.
Jovi. I
Sorry,
don't know what's
sorry,
going
sorry.
on.
Go
New
on, go
Jersey.
Don't worry. Okay. So the Front Bombs from New Jersey. One guy, acoustic guitar. They mix in electric elements too, just depending on the song. Another guy on drums. It's technically just two guys in the band, but there's a lot of different instruments they add in, and then they have touring members, which I don't get that sometimes with bands. I feel like if you have touring members, why not just make them members of the band if they're gonna be.
Yeah.
If those instruments.
That's a whole nother rant.
If those instruments are gonna be in every song, But anyway, I think they're a great band. They're they're an indie band really, mixing a little bit of more dance pop elements, really subtly though. For the most part, just really good indie music that I really enjoy.
Yep.
So, I don't know how else to describe them unless you want to listen to a little excerpt. Maybe I'll edit that in. We'll see. I don't know yet.
We'll see. Ooh.
Cliffhanger. Sean, any new bands?
Well, yeah, you guys are listing off some new bands that you've been listening to, but honestly, I said the Winery Dogs previously, really new band. But I really don't have a new band I can describe to you at the moment that I'm listening to. But I can tell you that lately I've been listening to, got some The Doors action going. I know
the Doors.
Doors are classic, you know, but I mean, it's not a new
Can't get
band,
away from
obviously.
them.
No.
Not a new band, but
It
it's
doesn't
just
have to
whatever
be.
you're
Just
listening
whatever
to.
you're
Well,
listening
yeah,
to.
what I've been listening to, The Doors, definitely. Hotel Morrison, everything. The Doors, like, if you just sit down and, like, read the lyrics, it's just so how poetic it is, and just, Ray Manzarek, man, I mean, the keyboards and everything, R.I.P. Ray, you know,
Right.
The keyboards and everything, just, The Doors is just a band, you just gotta, you gotta suck it all in. I mean, there's so much going on. Just The Doors is just an incredible band from Los Angeles. I mean,
Yeah, you can't say enough about the Doors.
Yeah.
We could have 10
10
episodes about the Doors.
Yeah.
It's
But-
it's
love The Doors.
A whole podcast about the Doors.
Love The Doors.
Hey,
Jim
let's just quit this
Morrison.
podcast. Let's make a Doors podcast. Like, for real.
Jim
But-
Morrison, one of my favorite
No.
poets. Yeah, poets.
But
Everything.
yeah, I mean, so that's what we've been listening to
Yeah.
and our concert experiences.
Concert
we've all gone
experiences,
into,
great music.
And I think, are we gonna end it with a clip from Iron and Wine?
Yeah,
think?
you guys.
Yeah.
You want to
Iron
play
and
that?
Wine.
Yeah, so we'll
Yeah.
end this with
You.
I guess with communion cups in someone's coat.
I'll tweet about it.
Sounds good.
And we
think we're
will
pushing on this
hopefully
episode
we will
with time.
hopefully see you guys soon. Keep your ears open for some new stuff coming from Audiophiles. From Audiophiles, I'm Adam.
I'm Michael.
I'm Sean.
Thanks for listening.
Keep it real, guys.